They might be the most recognizable faces in Twins history. Every time you go to a game, you see Minnie and Paul shaking hands at center field. The duo has been with the team since 1961. In this week's Finding Minnesota, John Lauritsen shows us how a rivalry helped the logo become reality.
You've got your fingerprints in all these cases.
Yep, I do all the displays, I do all the cleaning.
For Clyde Deppner, baseball is more than just a pastime.
In this case, we have everything starting on your left there with Joe Mauer's signing jersey.
He's the target field curator. When a milestone is reached, Clyde becomes the closer, doing everything he can to secure an historic bat, ball, or jersey.
This is his first All-Star Game jersey. This is the last jersey he ever wore in a Major League game.
With nearly 18,000 pieces of his own Twins memorabilia, Clyde has no shortage of stories. One of his favorites is Minnie and Paul. They made their Major League debut in 1961, when then-owner Calvin Griffith moved the franchise from Washington, D.C. to Minnesota.
He wanted to call the team the Twin City Twins. Why? He wanted to unify St. Paul and Minneapolis, knowing there'd been a long competition.
Back then, the St. Paul Saints were the Brooklyn Dodgers' top minor league team. The Minneapolis Millers held that same distinction for the New York Giants. Griffith wanted the two cities to put their rivalry behind and rally around the new pro team.
First team ever named after a state.
When the Minnesota Twins became the official name, Griffith asked commercial artist Ray Barton to help him out.
Because his direction from Cal was, come up with something that shows St. Paul and Minneapolis get along.
So on his first and only try, he drew twins shaking hands over the Mississippi River. Griffith loved it, even if Barton didn't. It's a simple logo that says a lot.
And that's why Ray never considered it his best piece, or even one of them.
But over the years, Barton came around, especially after the team put Minnie and Paul on nearly everything.
This is the original shoulder patch that Calvin Griffith picked out.
Only one change was made. Barton had put MT for Minnesota Twins on the logo. Griffith replaced that with an M and an STP. And he paid Ray Barton how much for that logo?
He paid Ray Barton $15.
A big league bargain for a quick sketch that has made its way from Old Met Stadium to the Metrodome and now to Target Field, where it's front and center. The Minnie and Paul sign in center field is 46 feet tall and 39 feet wide. And it may not look like it from here, but the entire sign weighs more than 8 tons.
I love that Minnesota's keeping history alive and keeping it going for the fans.
When I see the logo, I think of the Twins. It wouldn't be the same without it.
For Clyde, it's one of the most iconic logos in sports. A handshake that's lasted for nearly 65 years.
Oh, I knew there was a need, all of us did, to unite the two. And they did that by this logo. It still represents, and always will by that giant sign out there, the history of the Minnesota Twins.
At Target Field with photojournalist Dave Charest, John Lauritsen, WCCO News.
Clyde says when the Paulette family bought the team in 1984, they made it a point to keep the logo with the team.